Hello and welcome back to the grid. Welcome back to Let's Build the Megazord. This time box number 7 with magazines number 27 to 32. As you can see, 27 and moving onward. 32. Nothing special. I've shown these multiple times, so no extras as well. So just the plain magazines and, well, the parts for the Megazord. 27, we got this. We're continuing where we left off last time, the T-Rex's arm. Here's 28. So, as I thought last session that with the electronics mostly out of the way, we're moving into a direction where we're going faster with building, I assume, part-wise. And this we had as the last magazine with 26, so we're mirroring with 29 what 26 was, the other claw of the T-Rex's arm. And, well, you guessed it, 30 is the same, just for the other arm. And then we have number 31, which is similar, so I assume we'll be relatively fast today with building. And 32 is the chest piece, well, the beginning of the chest of the T-Rex. So, a lack of parts technically, because when I look at this is like 2, 4, 5 parts. So, we'll be really fast, I guess. With no further ado, let's move on and start building. Welcome back to the building table. Starting on today with magazine number 27. Last time we assembled, besides parts of the Triceratops head and finishing that, the claw of the T-Rex. Well, one of it. And we're continuing, as I mentioned earlier, with this one today. Not so many pieces, as you can see. So we take that out, and for whatever reason this is all on a grid now. The first magazines, the first couple were like just the parts in there and good. I don't mind, it's the way it is. So I got some tools here just in case, but I assume we just can easily free those here. Everything freed from its plastic counterpart, which is not needed anymore. We have some plastic stuff, and like last time we have these metal bolt pieces which also have like a more flat end. We have 2 of these this time. One goes in here and the other one goes in here. When we're done, it should look like this. Next step is relatively easy. We have this and these 2 plastic parts, and we just connect it to get the lower end of the T-Rex arm. We align all parts, one left, one right, arm in the middle, and then just click it together. Only thing left to do for this magazine, we have 2 little plastic caps, 2 round, well, 3 in that regard, 2 round ones and 1 square one. We take the round ones and fill out the holes here to close up the bullet holes. In the magazine it says if you want to, you can carefully use a drop of glue, but I'm very confident that we don't need that. And just like that, we're done. Square part is left over, we have the claw. Moving on to the next magazine. Magazine number 28. Some bigger parts. Let's free them. First step for this magazine, we have these plastic caps, which closes this off, where we hide the inner section, the gray part, and make it a complete look. Number 1 and number 2. Easy. For the next step, we take the leftover piece of plastic here, the one with the bullet holes inside, and we have this metal piece which fits perfectly in here. Besides that, we got some screws. We got 4 silver and 2 black screws. We take the silver ones. They also come with metal washers, so we use those to screw the metal part to the plastic. This is the end result, so you have it screwed like this, and it should look like this. Next step, we take the arm like so. This piece, where the metal is on this end, and we put one of the metal parts in here, so there's one of these holes, so this connects. As you can see, that we have a complete arm at some point. And the other arm part, the cover, closes this off. So, very easy. There's just one screw we need to put in here and close this for good, that it doesn't drop on you. So, if you're done, doesn't come apart, and you use the black screw for this one. And from the magazine before, from 27, we have the little square plastic piece, which covers up the last bullet hole where we just screwed the parts together. Like here, where my finger is, there. And we're done, moving on to the next magazine. Magazine number 29, and the left arm of T-Rex is complete. Now we're starting with the right arm. We did this in magazine number 26, in box number 6. So I will do this off camera, put it together, show you the part, and then we move on. If you need to do this yourself, just go back one step in the playlist and watch box number 6. It's nearly at the end of the video. The next claw. So, as I said, relatively easy. Sorry for the shorter version in this case, but we had this already. Did it technically again with the right arm. So moving on to the next magazine. Magazine number 30. We had this some minutes ago. Another repeat. So similar like with magazine number 29, I do this off camera, show you the end results in the building process. If you want to check that in step by step, move some minutes back, pause the video, and retrace the steps, or you maybe have it memorized in your head. So, see you in a bit. And we're done with the next step. As I said, like before, very easy, very fast. Moving on to magazine number 31. Like before, we have another repeat, the last one for today. You know the drill by now. I will complete this off camera and we see us in a moment. We're done with the next arm. Both are complete, left and right, from the T-Rex. Quick side note, as I mentioned earlier, the caps can be glued, don't need to. This arm, easy, nothing falls out. This one I had to glue the caps, otherwise they were constantly dropping on me. So, depends on how tight these are in. So, let's move on to the last magazine for today's build. Magazine number 32. No repeat. Something completely unique. It's a chest piece of the T-Rex. I assume our last electronics for T-Rex. The pterodactyl still is missing its head, so that will be our last electronics in general, I guess. Let's start. We take the silver chest piece and one of these red parts and then align it like so and just click it. Boom. And we do that on both sides, of course. For the next step, we have the front panel part, which comes in here, and this little gray piece. These slot together like so. This is the side view. And here's a little metal rod which goes through this entire thing. When you're done, it doesn't drop off. and it's movable. Now we take the silver chest piece, the big one, and this little one, slide it in here, align it, and then on the other side, here needs to be a screw. When you're done, it looks like this, and there's only one type of screw, so you cannot mess this up. For the next step, you take this little gray piece here. On top is a counterpart, so where this goes, like so. Just one screw again. I will show you the results in a sec. When we're done, it looks like this. This still opens up here, so this goes out when you're having tank mode. When the T-Rex is done and, well, the Zords are all done, you can attach the Mastodon's head on here. And the last piece we just attached, the gray piece, is for staying closed the chest when we have a complete T-Rex. Next are these two parts, the electronics, which is the receiver for turning on the lights and turning them off from the T-Rex's head. And this part, don't get confused, this is gray in the manual for whatever reason. It's black. I think they changed it later on. Or it's a misprint in the magazine, I don't know. And then it goes on here with two screws. And we're done. Electronics are screwed to the plastic. Only thing we have left to do is use this and connect it. So we have these two pieces and a bigger metal rod which goes right through it, and we're technically done. We're done for today. Little bit loose, but that changes with future parts. No arms, no cookies. Sorry. I couldn't resist. Anyhows, end result for today. 2 arms complete, beginning of a chest, and super fast. I recorded 1 hour, 10 minutes roughly. I have to trim that down to make it a, well, watchable episode, but anyhows, thank you for watching, thank you for the support, and we see us next time when it's time to build a Megazord.